Hello everybody and welcome to questions and answer time with myself, Mel Clewlow, the Director of Sport here at the University of Kent. I do have a list of questions that I believe have been sent in to our marketing team and probably the wider university. So I can start with a couple of those and then see if any more questions are fired my way. So the first question I've got for you is Kent Sport the main sports centre at the University of Kent? The simple and short answer, I guess, is yes. But we are more than just a sports centre. So our sports centre houses all of our indoor facilities. So we've got 3 sports halls, a state-of-the-art fitness suite, and also our physiotherapy clinic. It's predominantly where a majority of our staff are also based. But we also have an outdoor facilities team, which is based down at the pavilion. And down there, we've got a fantastic building, which is our indoor tennis and events arena that is about to be opened, hopefully in time for the start of term, which has got 4 indoor tennis courts, acrylic surface, and is also available to play tennis as well. We've got 2 3G pitches for football, rugby, American football, lacrosse, etc., and a hockey pitch. And then there's also surrounding one of the 3G pitches a whole load of grass pitches as well. So there is plenty of space here. There's plenty of opportunity here for people to be active. So when you get to campus, come and find us, come and say hello, and all of the staff are happy to help you. I'll keep going through my list. Second question, will I still be able to participate in team sports at Kent? If you'd have asked me that question a week ago, the answer would have obviously been yes. But I'm sure everybody can actually appreciate that we are constantly having to adjust and adapt the provision for sport here based on government guidelines as the first point of contact or port of call. And then the second one is basically all the national governing body guidelines as well. One thing that I will state is anything that we put in place is to keep our staff, students and users of our facilities as safe as they possibly can be. So whilst a governing body may suggest that we could have up to 30 people on a pitch, we may decide that that isn't feasible at this time. So we're obviously more than willing to answer questions, and we'll try and be as transparent as we possibly can with our decision making. But not only are there opportunities obviously through Kent Sport, but there are also 60 to 70 sports clubs and societies also on campus as well through Kent Union. So plenty of opportunity to be active once you get to Kent. Down in Medway, there's also provision down there through Medway Park, and I know the team down there are looking at sort of a programme of activities, a timetable of events that can be undertaken, but obviously again it is going to be subject to all those guidelines that I've sort of, I guess, alluded to earlier. Next question, question 3, I guess, is will the gym be open and how will COVID change going to the gym? Yes, the fitness suite is, as we like to call it, is open. We've had to reduce the capacities significantly in this area. We've worked with the estates department and our health and safety department here on campus, and in short, we're allowed 45 people in our fitness suite per hour. So we have put all of our bookings online. So members need to create an account online, and then they will be able to book their 1-hour slot. Please, we understand that some people like to go to the gym for 2-3 hours. They see it as a social opportunity to go with friends. But due to these reduced capacities, we are very much trying to get as many people using our facilities as we possibly can and as safely as we can. When you come into the facilities, there will, as you know, across the whole of campus, there's a hand sanitization unit, and then each member that goes into the fitness suite will be asked to take a towel and a bottle with them, which contains a spray which we recommend you spray the machine before you use it, and we also politely ask that you wipe it down afterwards, so spray it afterwards so the next user can come on and use it. This is a clear fluid. It is not harmful to you at all, but it basically kills 99%, in fact probably more than that, 99.5% of any kind of bacteria and COVID as well. So please, please, please help your friends and spray the machines. Our staff will also go around and clean them as well. And we are closed for 2 hours a day at both sites, where our housekeeping team comes in and does a very, very deep clean of all the facilities as well. So as you can see, we are trying our best to keep the gym open and ask for your cooperation with anything that we ask you to do. Tom Davis, will indoor sports be on like contact sports? At the moment, our 3 sports halls are set up for basketball, volleyball and badminton. Recently, netball have changed their guidelines as well. So like the outdoor, I guess, we are constantly looking at those guidelines, and there's more to it than just reading the guidelines. We've got to look at COVID officers. But yes, in short, there will be indoor sports available. The contact, again, probably a week ago, the answer would be yes. But with this gatherings of 6, we are going to have to constantly be adjusting to those recommendations. So once you're here, obviously we will be able to help you, or Kent Union will be able to help you with more information on any particular sport that you are interested in. The next question, I'm starting at Kent next month. Is it true you have a free membership for first years? Yes, we do. It is something that we worked with Kent Union on probably in October, November time. And there is a free membership to anybody who is living on campus, who, regardless of the year that they study, and any first year commuting undergraduate students also receive a free membership as well. So we are working with our service provider from our computerized system to get all of the first years and accommodation students uploaded onto our system so that they are able to use the facilities the moment that they ideally land on campus. But we're probably looking at a 3 to 5 day delay just to get that up and running. So the long-term aim is that our system will talk to the accommodation system, and that will be able to be done almost instantaneously. But due to the summer and the disruption we've had to try and look elsewhere to help us get this information on the system. As you can appreciate, I think there's about 4,500 students living on campus, so it's quite a lengthy task that we need to do. A virtual tour of the gym that you can see. Yep, if you visit our website, I'm sure there'll be plenty of tours on there. We're also going to be asking staff to take over Instagram at some point and sort of put some stories out there. There is a sort of, I think, a video that we put out on our reopening, and in there you can see the changes to the fitness suite, the 2 meter by 2 meter boxes that we've put down. So yeah, go to our website and have a little look and see what you can find. Unfortunately, at the moment, we're unable to do tours in person because we have to have a track and trace system in place, which is through our computerized system. So, but any questions, please ask us. Please ask a member, book in for a session and ask a member of staff, and they'll happily point you in the right direction. Next one, do you have female-only gym sessions and workout classes? This is something that we are extremely passionate about. It's not just, sort of female only, but it is those protected characteristics that we're really trying to focus on and work with. It was a big project that we started to look at with Kent Union last year. We were hoping to sort of have virtual classes available come September, and then we would be in a position to to create sort of medical school only sessions, postgraduate only sessions, female only sessions, etc. But sadly, because we've had to reduce the capacities quite significantly, particularly in, I guess, the studios and the gym, we are currently not offering this as an option. But rest assured, once we are back up and running and, I guess, able to have and invite more people into our facilities, then we will certainly go back and look at this. And because, as I say, it is something we are definitely passionate on, because we want as many people as possible to be given the opportunity to be active. Do you have a physiotherapist on site? We do have an extremely good physiotherapist on site who is, let's say, quite shy about her quality or the kind of people that she's worked with. She is the physiotherapist for the elite triathletes, so she's worked with the Brownlee brothers, has been on many training camps with those guys, has been involved with England netball, and is, in my opinion, and I'm not being biased, I've had to see her many times myself, she is one of the best in the area. She is incredibly knowledgeable, and is certainly one that doesn't like to, she likes a challenge, but she also wants to try and solve the problems in 3 visits maximum. Over the summer, she offered online consultations, which resulted in us seeing she saw over 100 people. And these people very kindly donated to the NHS Charities, which was the chosen charity that we wanted to support. So if you've got any injuries or niggles, then definitely book in to see her. And there is also massage therapists on site as well, if you need a rub down or just want to get that knot in one of your muscles ironed out. So it's a great place. It's situated in the fitness suite. It's got its own rehab area as well, so our normal fitness suite users cannot use any of the equipment. She's very good, so hopefully you never need to see her, but if you do, I'd highly recommend her. Do we have any non-competitive social sports? Yes, we will. I think this is, again, one of the challenges that we're facing at the moment is just the numbers restrictions. They keep changing. 1 minute you can have groups of 30 outside with a fitness instructor, the next minute you're probably down to 6. But we are extremely passionate that we look at the sort of pyramid of participation. So at the very top, we've got our elite athletes, or I guess super competitive people who play bucks. Some are competing on the international stage at the moment. So we have Millie Knight, who is a Paralympic skier. We've had Susanna Townsend here from hockey. So that's your kind of elite level, and we sort of work our way down to then the bucks teams, so through Kent Union. That at the moment, sadly, looks like the bucks leagues aren't going to start until January, but the clubs are still planning on training and building their sort of membership base and getting to know people. Then we have sort of where Kent Sports fits in is into college and sort of intramural. So when you register at Kent, you'll be allocated a college. So there is a sort of a competitive element there with, in particular, football. And then we work our way down to probably the biggest group, which is this non-competitive, pitch up and play, grab a friend. You don't have to commit week in, week out, and that is our biggest catchment area. So it is something we are still working on, still developing, but definitely that's the area that we know we need to work on as well. So if you've got any ideas on social sports, get in touch with us and we will look at the ways that we can make it work. One of the most popular is bubble football, where you literally have a plastic ball around you and you can run around and knock people over whilst attempting to play football. It is very, very popular, but as you can imagine, we're not able to do that at the moment. So again, keep checking our website, get in touch with our sports development team, and we will do our best to help you guys out. Next question, are personal training sessions part of the membership? No, they aren't. They are an additional cost to you as an individual. But what I will say is if you are in the gym or in the fitness suite and you are not 100% sure of what you should be doing or whether you're carrying out an exercise correctly, our fitness team are incredibly knowledgeable. They will be walking around the fitness suite the entire time. Get hold of them, ask them a question, and they will be more than happy to help. They can devise fitness, what you need to do. At the moment, PT sessions are chargeable, but you would get a one-to-one opportunity with a member of staff. Do sports teams use the gym to train? Again, at the moment, the answer to that would be no, because we have a capacity of 45 per hour. When those capacities are removed, then yes, we do have some teams coming in to use the facilities. All I would say is they tend to be slightly unsociable hours, so early mornings in particular, because when we are at capacity and when we've got the ability to welcome more people to our facilities, as you can imagine, if a sports team comes in and uses those facilities, then it's going to take up a huge space, which some of our members are not overly happy about, sadly. Do we provide sports scholarships? Yes, we do. We have on average 60 scholars on our books. They range, as I say, from the likes of Millie Knight, who are Paralympic skiers, down to county and regional representation. So there is a wide variety of sports. It isn't always just about Bucks representation. So do we have one of those teams available at Kent? And they are very much reviewed on a case-by-case basis. So again, all this information is on our website. We launched a new one over the summer, cleaned it up, made it a lot easier for people to navigate and work their way through. We look at about 60 scholarships per year. So if you think you're one of those people, get your applications in. Do we have any links with surrounding sports clubs? Yes, we do. So we have links to Polo Farm Sports Club, which is hockey, cricket and tennis. We also have links into Canterbury Rugby Club. Historically, some of the Canterbury Rugby Club guys have come and coached our rugby team here at Kent. So we have links in there. And also Kent Cricket as well. So we do pick up every so often a cricket scholar from Kent that's come through the academy. So it is it's a great city. We all try and work together to keep the best talent in Kent or in Canterbury, and also try and attract some of the best athletes from across the country and also internationally to come to Kent and ply their trade and make us better than we currently are. What are the opening times of the gym? So as it currently stands, due to COVID-19, we are open from Monday to Friday from 7 till 1. We then close for 2 hours, where our housekeeping team come in and do a thorough deep clean of all of our facilities. And then we reopen again at 3 until 9 o'clock. On the weekends, we're open from 9 until 1. And then again, we close from 1 until 2. So it is just 1 hour closure for a deep clean. And then we open again 2 till 6. Does Kent have a swimming pool? Oh, this is probably, if we had £1 for every time we were asked this question, we'd have built one by now. Sadly, it is probably one of very few universities that doesn't have a swimming pool. It's certainly something that has been on the agenda for many, many years. It probably does sit within the wider university strategy, but it's not something that's going to be imminent. It's simply a cost at the moment, and as you can imagine, with the financial implication of the summer closures and how the HE sector's been hit, it's not going to be something that happens anytime soon. But we do have, again, links to King's Recreation Centre, where they have a 25-metre pool. And then there's also Kingsmead Leisure Centre, which has, I think, a 33-metre pool available. So all within walking distance, and I'm sure available to any staff or students that want to go swimming. Do we have a 3GX pitch for rugby? So yes, we opened probably a new one, crikey, 3, maybe 4 years ago now. It is, well, it was at the time, the best facility available. It's one that's used by Cardiff Blues and a number of the Premiership teams. It's a fantastic facility. It is lovely to play on. And, you know, it is one of those, I know everyone loves to play rugby on the mud and walk off the pitch where you can, you know, white shorts are no longer white and you can't tell what the colour of the shirt is. But rest assured, this rugby pitch is the best that is available at the moment. So if you're a rugby fan, we've got the facilities for you here. Can I hire a bike from Kent Sport? So based down at our outdoor facilities, we have a cycle hub, which does hire bikes. It also forms part of the Premium Plus membership. So our top of the range membership. At the moment, we haven't reopened it, partly due to, you know, the requirements of spraying everything down and letting people use them. We're also, we furloughed staff over the summer, so we've now got those staff back and we're just carrying out all the maintenance requirements on those bikes to ensure that they are as safe as they possibly can be. So that includes, you know, greasing them, oiling the chains, checking the brakes, etc. So it's available, it will be available, just not imminent, you know, not probably for the next 4 to 6 weeks, I would have thought. Where is the nearest parkrun group to the Canterbury campus? So we have our own, so there is a parkrun that is based at the Pavilion, and there is also one in Whitstable, which is probably 10 miles, not even from the campus. Whitstable is a much flatter route. The one based at the campus has got quite a few nasty hills in it, but please, whatever you do, don't let that put you off. It is popular, it is good fun. So doesn't matter if you're a novice runner, a fun runner, or a serious athlete, come along, give it a go. It's a great place to be, and it's a good form of exercise. So those are the questions that that we've received, certainly by direct message. So hopefully this video answers those questions for you. I'm just not sure if there's going to be any more that are coming in live. Anybody who got any questions? Okay, well, if there are no more questions, for those people who are watching, thank you very much for joining me. And please, I look forward to welcoming you to Kent. Come and say hello. And we all at Kent Sport will give you a very warm welcome. And we certainly are. Sam Steers, how do we book the gym slots when we get there? So you will need to create an online account, which is on our, if you go onto our webpage and look under memberships, pretty much on every page it will say to you, you need to book online. So when you click that book a session online, it will take you to our bookings sort of page, and there you can either log on or register. So your initial thing is that you will need to register your account. It'll ask you a number of questions, and then it will basically tell you that your account is now live. And then all you would then do is, once you've logged on, there's a box on the left-hand side that is a drop-down menu of all the different activities that you can possibly book on for. All I would say is, if you're looking at the fitness suite in particular, is click on cardio and weights and leave the time slot as wide as you possibly can. So ideally 7 in the morning till 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock at night. And then it will list every single slot that is available to you to book. So definitely go in there and do that. As I say, we are closed for those 2 hours. You're able to book 7 days in advance. So if you know when you want to go to the fitness suite or any of our facilities, look at your timetable, plan your week, book those sessions in. Just make sure you click all the way through the process, and you will end up with an email confirmation. If you don't get that email, it probably means that you haven't followed the process all the way through. So you might need to log back on and just make sure that you do that. Okay, if there are no more questions, thank you to the 2 people who asked me the questions live, and thank you to all those that sent them directly to us. As I say, please get in touch with us. If you've got any more questions, drop us a message and we will get back to you as soon as we possibly can. Thank you very much and enjoy the rest of your days.